Of truth. They call us proof. The strange, the weird, the odd, the real. Tom Zames, Divinely Sierra, and Catalyst Jones. Trinity of truth.
Heck yeah, thanks for coming, guys. And we're out. Great episode.
Ooh, that was a fast one.
Yeah.
What is up? We got Tom Zames and Divinely Sarah all in the same building. It's been a long time, I feel like, since we've done one of these.
Yeah. Sierra, what are you reading? A magazine? What's going on there?
No, sorry. I'm sorry. I was putting my planner away. I had some stuff that I wanted to write down while I was thinking about it. But yeah, it's been a minute. I wasn't able to, or we didn't even do it last week.
No, I was packing last week. Now I'm in transition. And yeah. So that's why no background, no microphone. You get the raw us.
That's it. I got rid of the microphone too. We're going raw dog, no microphones.
Dude, speaking of raw dog, I'm like raw dogging fresh air over here, and I haven't like seen anything other than at my work. They're freaking out about COVID right now. And today, yeah, it is all brand new to me. So today, this morning, a supervisor from another department, like I'm getting coffee and shit, and I noticed he's wearing a mask. The girl he normally works with is wearing a mask, and I'm just like, oh, whatever. They must be like using the air hoses and dusting shit down. Like, didn't think anything. And then he's like, how come you don't wear a mask? And I was like, why would I wear a mask? And he's like, 4 people got the COVID. And I was all, 4 people got what? He's all, the COVID. And I was all, COVID? Yes. I was like, oh, I'm not worried about that. I didn't fall for it the first 3 times they tried it. So
yeah, it's fake.
I don't know. It came back. People have been talking about it. I had no idea. I've been trying to avoid anything that has to do with any of these psyops and illusions. Kat, I think you're frozen.
Go figure.
Yeah, you are. I thought you might have been, but then I forgot.
All right. Well, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just do it like this then. Like I said.
How did everybody see Brutus? Were we live that whole time?
We had to have been, I guess.
Whoa, no way.
Yeah.
I didn't hit. No way.
People were talking. Oh, maybe they saw him in my story.
Yeah. Because if that's the case, then we've been live since 6 when it was scheduled. So that would be crazy.
I don't think you said anything bad, surprisingly.
Not this time.
Yeah, no, I just saw these comments here. Anna, what's up? Serving with noble cause. The Helio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, we got my friend Ladybug Lion in the house. She's the one that came on my podcast and interviewed me.
Love her.
And we did like the whole tell all interviewing me and stuff. And then she just recently told me that she's actually going to be doing another podcaster and interviewing them on their show. And I think that's freaking awesome. That's like switching up the game a little bit. Okay, cool. So Level Playing Poem, my friend is also in the house, and she says, we can hear you now, not since 6. So that's good. Good news. About to the COVID.
Almost 25 anyways, so there was nothing to even see.
Back to the COVID. Well, I was on because I set everything up like hours in advance. But yeah, man, only at work, and my parents watch the actual news, and so when we were eating dinner, I didn't hear any mention of it. They talked about Fauci obviously on there, and Tony Romo getting a DUI, just really unnewsworthy stuff. And the stuff that was newsworthy, they just spun it in how they're good at spinning. But yeah, apparently there's 4 people at my work that have COVID, and then after lunch, one of the big bosses came by and was like, there's 4 people here that have COVID. So if you guys have any symptoms at all, then go ahead and go home. It's not going to count against you. And I was like, wasn't one of the symptoms not having any symptoms? And so
We're not doing this again. We are not doing this again. Not
We're
playing.
talking about Fauci because they did a fake conference today where they were asking him questions under oath, and he was pleading the fifth, and they turned into this big thing. It's a charade to, to make you think that they're doing something about it. And, it's just all fake, guys. So like the cover story that they give you is fake. You need to understand that the Wuhan lab leak, that's fake. That's fake too. There's no virus. There's no virus. So the cover story that they tell you with these events is always fake. Always fucking fake. So there's no Wuhan thing. There's no leak. They can press a button and make you feel sick, give you symptoms, is what they did. And then you run and you get tested. You got tested, right? I didn't get tested. I've never been fucking tested. But you got tested because they told you to go get tested. And they jammed the thing right up your fucking nose. Remember that? They raped you. They raped your fucking face with that fucking swab is what they did, right? And then they said, oh, you got COVID. And they gave all these false positives. The whole thing was made up out of thin air. Completely fake. Unfucking.
very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so. And then
They
and then
pulled
they
it
had
off.
the
They pulled it off. That's what's fucking insane is that they got away with it. That's what's fucking insane.
what's insane is they might get away with it again.
They're
And
going to.
I cannot believe, like, it was so funny to me that happened. And like one of the guys that I work with, he's an engineer there, and he's like one of the people in the designing room. And it was funny right after it happened because he found me through my show, and so he's like one of the very few people that has publicly noticed me. And so I went in and talked to him right after this happened. And I was like, bro, you're not going to believe what the freaking prep supervisor just asked me. And I was like, should I show him the shirt that I sell on Red Pill Threads? Like my design that says, it shows a mask and it says, if I was dumb enough to keep falling for this, I'd cover my face up too.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't even say keep, because I never even fell for it the first time. I remember the first time people were going into stores and it's like, you can't come in without a mask. And I was like, well, perfect, because I have a freaking mask that's a Zorro mask, or AKA I got it so that I could be the guy from Princess Bride, and it only covers up your eyes. And so it like, it's one of those, I got to show my face. Hopefully this works. It's one of the, nope, I'm frozen. Anyways, if you guys have ever seen The Princess Bride or Zorro, basically your nose and your mouth is still out in the open, and it's just something that goes over your eyeballs, like if somebody was blindfolding you, but there's two holes cut in it so that you can see out of, and it's considered a mask. And so I was being a smartass, and I would actually wear those into stores and be like, what are you talking about? I am wearing a mask.
Love it.
Yeah. I wore panties on once. I took panties for a joke and recorded it. And then I couldn't find the video. But yeah, what a joke. What a
Yeah,
farce.
oh man. It's going to be funny if actually enough people fall for this, because didn't they try this already? They tried to bring back another pandemic recently, and everybody was like, yeah, you can go F yourself with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would have the same impact as it did the first time around, but who knows?
Right.
I feel like they're scrambling so much right now. They're just going to pull out every possible card they can think of, like, oh, well, this one worked before. Let's give it another try, because I feel like they're just running out of ideas.
Yeah,
I'll keep you guys posted, because like I said, at my work is the only place I've heard this. And so I haven't seen anything online or anything. It's just people at my work are freaking out and wearing masks. And if they're already doing it, it's just like, I don't know if they're looking for free days off of work, or if they're just really that scared and I should feel bad for them. But anyways, I just thought that was worth bringing up. But guys, I did not bring very many videos today, and by not very many I mean only one, because as I was uploading them, And I was going through and like watching them. I'm like, I don't want to play this tonight. I don't want to play this tonight either. And like none of them really had to do with anything that I want to talk about. And so like a bunch of friends that I have that I follow have been posting content that's not like them because they're feeling the full weight of everything. And I remember going through this where I'm just like, oh my God, the world is ending like tomorrow. Why isn't anybody freaking the F out? So I did want to address that a little bit, but because I think that there is so much of that going on in the empath um, that I've been so heavy this week. Like today, I cried at least 5 times, and like not like crying where I'm able to pull myself together before the tears come out. It's like, oh fuck, and it's like we're full on crying, and I can't stop this. It's happening. This is happening, and you know, so it's like I've been carrying a lot and I can't pinpoint exactly what it is. Obviously, everybody has a lot of heavy things going on in their life, but you know, Sierra had said that she kind of been feeling the same way. So I thought we would just do a check-in tonight and see how everybody's doing and then kind of go from there. How you feeling tonight, Sierra?
I'm feeling okay. I've been feeling a lot of like push and pull energy. Like super high highs and then low lows, you know. It's been like this for a few weeks now, but I don't know. I just feel like there's so much going on in the background and behind the scenes, and we're all feeling it collectively and individually. And it can, like you said, Kat, it can be super heavy. And I think it's just really important for people to like slow down a little bit. Rest is so crucial. They want to make you feel like rest is laziness and being unproductive. It makes you like a worthless part of society, but you need to be resting without shame and just allowing yourself to be during this time, because there's just so much going on, and they really count on us reaching burnout. And then, you know, once we're at that level, we'll just kind of accept anything as long as we can feel comfortable again. So try and rest. But I did just buy an RV, as you guys know, so I can try and kind of break away from these systems. So I am still working on doing that, just because I don't want to have to rely on them in any way, shape, or form, especially because, you know, they'll just take away from us any chance they get. So I'm doing okay. Thank you guys for asking. It is a full moon tonight. Whatever the moon is, it's full. And so that obviously plays with us a little bit as well. So how are you guys doing?
Let's go to Callus. I got to hear what's going on, man. Let's hear it. I don't want to. Let's get it.
Well,
let's get it out of you, man. Let's lay it on us, brother.
Well, I don't know. Like, honestly, like you guys know, like I'm going through the move. So that's like a huge life-changing thing. And I'm trying to be like cool with that because honestly, I don't have everything all the way figured out. Like I have enough money to get my ass out there and then I better figure it out before the end of the month and rent is due, right? So like I'm not really freaked out because on that, like it is a stress, obviously, but at the same time, it's like I've already given everything. It's just like I'm going out there. Like I know this is where I'm supposed to be in my calling, so I'm going out there and being like, "All right, God, universe, like I'm here. Like what am I supposed to do now?" And so I don't know. I have faith that that's where I'm supposed to be, so everything is going to be taken care of. Um, in the transition, you know, I'm not at my own spot anymore. I'm with my parents who are Jehovah's Witnesses, so I'm like on eggshells constantly. Um, and you know, work is just work. Like you guys know how it is because I've told you so many times in the past before I even put in a 2 weeks notice that like I'm gonna fucking walk out of this job today, and it's been like a almost thing. Well, nothing has gotten any better. Like I gave them 2 weeks and they realized that they don't have anybody that like they interviewed a bunch of people and they didn't find anybody that they could fill my place. Like nobody's capable of doing what I can do. And so they're freaking out. And the lady was like, how long can we keep you? And I was like, well, as late as you guys need me, you know, like I'm down to get as much overtime as possible. And she was like, no, like how many days? And I was like, I gave you guys more than 2 weeks notice. I'm leaving Saturday morning, no matter what. It's not my fault. Sorry. Anyways, so yeah, but with all of that, like It is creeping up on my fiance's death date, the year anniversary, and so it's like so many reminders every single day. Like I'm getting memories on Facebook, so I was like, I can't even go on Facebook Marketplace to like look at things I need to look at because of the memories stuff popping up. And then it's so weird because like there's this one song, and the first time that I broke up with her, she sent me this song, and it's Blue October, Hate Me. And that fucking song came on yesterday, it came on today,
Mhm.
and I can't even get past like the first 30 seconds of that song. So like as soon as it starts coming on, I'm like, where's my phone? Siri, stop, like trying to get the phone to stop because I know I'm in the middle of work and there is no way that I'm stopping these tears from coming before somebody sees them. Um I don't know, man. It's just been heavy. And then like I wanted to see my daughter before I headed out to Vegas, and that's not gonna happen. And so it's just weird. I don't want to like bitch at all. Like, but the thing is like I have all these internal things going on, and all of my friends are going through so much heavy stuff. Like I can't say names on here, but like I have a really close friend of mine whose daughter was in the hospital, and she's on the spectrum and can't really tell them what is wrong with her. And
Mm.
so it was like a guessing game and really scary. And so like that was kind of scary, not kind of, that was scary. Um I don't know. And then not to mention my awakened friends who are forgetting some things that we need to try and remember, and I hope that we can bring those back in here tonight, is that the theater that goes on outside of the world is not going to end any of what's going on with us. So outside world things might affect and everything, and like I have friends that are freaking out about Israel merging with the United States military, and it's like, guys, it's already been now. Like it's not like tomorrow we're going to wake up and every single nation is going to bomb us, and like, and even if that was the case, then that was how this reset was supposed to play out in the first place. So I don't know. That's where I'm at right now. Tom, how the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing great, actually. I'm doing great. So I'm kind of the opposite of you, but so I don't want to. I'm doing great. Things are great. I'm working on shit. There's no saviors in life. Only I can save me. So I'm working on a bunch of projects. Things are starting to come together. It's feeling good. Like I'm not feeling this. I don't know, when the collective feels whatever weird, whatever. I'm not getting that. I'm feeling great. And it's just internally. That's the game. Right? Yeah, I've been where you're at, where everything's weird like that. I went through that period like a year and a half ago where everything was weird. And then I moved here and did this. And it's like these friends left. And it's like, it's not just some things are weird, everything's weird. And that is a whole thing that you're going through. You're going through a rebirth right now. This is the chaos of creation right now. You're in the void and it's all good. Like you're going to have new friends, new location, new stuff. Like your whole life is going to be completely different from here on out. And that's what you're going through right now with this everything's weird thing. But it is, because it's like the resonance and the vibration and the stuff is falling out and you're repelling some stuff and now you're attracting this. And it's like a fucking collision. So everything feels weird, but just know you're on the right path, man. And just keep doing what you're doing. It's always darkest before the dawn. And yeah, man.
Oh, for sure, brother. I don't want to like say that like all is bad, because honestly, it's been a roller coaster, because the highs are high and the lows really are not as low as they used to be, right? I'm not like throwing up in a freaking linoleum floor not close enough to the toilet yet, like my lows are not as low as they were. But what I am feeling is the heaviness of everything. And yes, I am dealing with those things that are just my own things, but I'm also excited as fuck, you guys. Like, not only is it I said it like I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I also like I get to get out there and be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. This is gonna be amazing. Like I have shit booked. Like I'm gonna be on some really big fucking shows. I have people flying out there to do some content with me and places booked for that already. So like things are blowing up and I'm going to have the time of my life. Like this is the time where I have no responsibilities. My daughter is good now and like I don't have a mortgage. I have nothing holding me down. And what I do have is dreams that I've been chasing for 6 years and the balls to actually go and chase them right now. So
Nice.
I'm not like depressed. It's just every now and then the weight of the world will hit me full force and I just cry like a little fucking girl. So
That's okay. That's just moving energy that needs to be moved. You know, there's a lot of purging going on, which has to happen. We're healing collectively. We're healing as a species. We're healing as a consciousness. And so there is a lot of purging that's going to take place. And we just have to allow that and allow that energy to move through. And like Mom said, you're like in a limbo right now. You're in this void of being in one reality and then the other. And that can be a little surreal because you're still having to kind of play in both. So once you get a little bit more settled and everything, you'll feel that kind of wash away a little bit. But I totally get it.
well, you're going through a pretty big change now too, huh? You pulled the trigger and you got your RV. That is so exciting news. What are your plans moving forward with this?
Yeah, it's super exciting. But I was kind of the same. I'm kind of in the same thing. I just wanted to do it. Like I've been thinking about it for so long and plans have fallen through here and there with it. And I just wanted to do it so that it was done. And like I was supposed to be able to park it at my work and they're like a part of Harvest Host. And the day, like 2 days after I bought it, for the first time they were shut down as Harvest Host. It was like, it's just like there's just things that happen and it's kind of funny because it's like, of course, but just got to figure it out and keep moving because there are powers that play, including our own shadow and our own healed aspects of ourselves that really want to hold on to where we're at because it's comfortable, it's what we know. And even if it's not what we want, it's our nervous system sticking with what's comfortable. So just got to keep pushing and anchor into that future timeline as much as we can and just make the moves that aligns us with it, even if it's not always easy, but making those moves and those leaps of faith align us with those timeline and we can get there a lot easier by doing those things. So I'm excited about the RV and everything. It's not something that I have fully planned out. I just wanted to make that jump and do it just like you, Kat. And we're just going to figure it out as we go.
I love it. Yeah, fuck yeah. Because how many opportunities do we get after this one? I don't know. Like I've been studying the seven gates and what we're supposed to do when we leave this so I don't have to get recycled back into this crap again. I know all the tricks. I sent it to Sierra. I wrote out a renegotiation of my contract while I'm still in this realm. So the like all the shit they tricked me with it when I came back here. So hopefully all is going to be good going from here on out. I just have to finish out the rest of this week and it is hell and it reminds me that I'm making the right choice every single day when I'm at work and I'm like don't walk out because you only have like you can count the hours on your fingers damn near, and like it was just weird because I like really wanted to tell the manager like what I think about him, but I didn't. And then he went home with maybe they were saying okay, so maybe it wasn't COVID. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like I do not speak a bit of Spanish. And if ICE was to show up where I work, there would not be very many people left. So maybe it was Ebola, COVID. I don't know. Maybe could be. I don't know. But they're scared of something and they're wearing fucking masks. And my supervisor left because he's sick and he got it. And so, anyways, like maybe it was good he left because then I didn't tell him what I really thought about him. Because in my recovery group, my sponsor always says before you speak about some stuff you're really mad about, say these three things. Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said right now? And does it need to be said right now by me? And usually you're going to say no to one of those three things and then you can just let it go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, a person like me burns bridges like a motherfucker. Because I will tell you exactly what the fuck I feel and make you feel like you're worthless while doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to learn like where we can actively approach things from a more healed perspective when we have the awareness to do so. So great work, Kat.
Man, I didn't mean for this to turn into a therapy session just about me, you guys. Like, I wanted to get into some stuff. So, like, seriously, like, one of the influencers that's gonna be on this show, and she might even be here, she just hasn't said anything in the chat, is like really, really scared. You know, she's like, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, and like, it's just me and my kids. Like, and like shit's gonna pop off, and it's just Tom, dude, you're the best person to speak on this because shit is not going to pop off.
No, no. First of all, she's in the middle of nowhere. That's the safest place you can be if shit pops off, right?
Oh, you can't see me, I was doing hand gestures. Yes, thank you, perfect.
Okay. But no, I don't think shit's gonna pop off. They don't like shit to pop off. They like order. So you know what they do is they apply pressure, and then when things are about to boil and people are getting upset and they're starting to get into the streets, they relieve the pressure. They pull back. You guys notice that? They release it. So that you until you push, then they release. They give you a reprieve because they don't want anything. They've got it all. It's all set up right now for them. Everything's straight. They got everybody on a schedule. They've got us all on a schedule. Groundhog's Day, 7 days after another, week, over and over again. And no, like, you know, in 2020, we all thought like shit was about to pop off, right? Oh, here we come. The white hats are going to come in. Boom, boom. Fake election. Hijacked. Here's the proof. Dominion machines. Like all this stuff. Like, did any of that happen? No, none of it happened. And
But you know what did happen? They've kept us in fight or flight mode ever since then, bro. It's like people are so drained, and that's probably another reason why everybody is so drained and tired, not to mention what they're pumping into the environment. But you were cooking with gas and I interrupted, so get back to frying the bacon, brother.
yeah, I mean, they've got us all prim and proper. And they just, I think, you know, if you look, 6 years have come and gone. And what's happened? Nothing. Like it just goes on and on and on. They did 9/11 and then they found bin Laden and they gave us the fake story and boom, boom, boom. They got him. They killed him. Yay. And, you know, that's what they're doing now. They're going to, who knows? Fauci might even get in trouble, right? It'll be
They
fake.
got Ye.
He's not a
Don't
human.
even play like that.
Huh?
They got Ye. Don't even play like that.
No, they don't.
You
got
did.
yay.
You didn't actually. You said yay.
I
Never mind.
said, yay. Like, oh, we killed bin Laden. Yay.
Oh,
Like,
I know.
okay.
I know exactly what you meant. I
Right.
just never waste a moment for a good joke.
I got you. So yeah, no, everything's just going to keep like going like this and just like gradually deteriorate, a little more control, Oh, here's this. What's this? So like the Israel thing, the merging of the governments, guys, what I've learned, right? We've all been lied to. We think that when we see these videos warning us about Agenda 2030 and what's to come, that is not what's coming, guys. That is them breaking the news to us about shit that they did to us fucking 40 years ago. Okay. So, you know, Israel and the United States joining governments or whatever, military, guys, it's been like that for hundreds of years. We've had a one world government since 1200 AD. The United States government is the one world government. That's the government of the world. You know, and the banking is in London, and then the church in the Vatican, the satanic triumvirate. So, you know, it's just going to you know, nothing, this whole like, you know, the power's going to go out. If it goes out, it'll only be for like a day. It's not going to be like that. They don't want chaos. So the good news is nothing really bad's going to happen either. Okay. And you just got to live your life. You got to live your life the best you can. Whatever it's making money, you need money to survive in this world, and you got to save yourself. There's no saviors. You have to save yourself. Only you can save you. I can't save you. You can't save me. And you fix yourself, you heal yourself, and you help as many people as you can along the way, and you enjoy your life. You enjoy your life, and you figure out what you're going to do after you die if you want to come back here and play this game anymore.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, here's the thing is I think that even since we started doing this show, well, I've at least showed that I've kind of stopped paying attention to a lot of that stuff. And I really did even before we started doing Trinity of Truth. But after we started doing this, man, I've really stopped paying attention. But here's the thing is like, I do like to get sucked into some rabbit holes sometimes. And what I do see playing out here, so let's have some fun and put our tinfoil hats on. All right, here's what I see. All right. So the conspiracy theorists are talking about how these big megalithic energy computer tower draining systems are draining all of our water resources, right? Like Michigan is almost gone, Lake Mead's almost gone. And then also they're saying there's some conspiracy theorists out there making videos saying that the water is actually going to be going into the underground cities and the bunkers for all the elites. And so now we have this whole thing where you have like on the surface them playing out a biblical end time scenario with the third world war and then possibly a Project Bluebeam with the second coming of Christ and everything like that. And then all of the elites have their bunkers, and remember they have their bunkers because we live in an enclosed system that you cannot leave, or else they would just have places like international space stations where they could leave to. So they're going into bunkers. They have all this water that we're thinking is going towards these supercomputers and these great things that are going to be the future of our lives, is this technology and everything. And really they're like these mega weapons, and we're funneling our own demise. So these blow off, catastrophe happens, the cycle of the clock happens, and we have another reset, and the lizard people are underground yet again. And then us people that are lucky enough to survive and have kids for a while will be the Native American heathens that they have to take out again. Be sure to tip your waitress. I'll be here all night. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, Sierra. You want to chime
No,
in?
go ahead, Tom. I mean, I'm mulling it over in my head a little bit because it's like we've heard these theories and these conspiracy groups and these circles, you know, for a while now. And it's like, I mean, I'm just getting to a point where like I'm just so tired of waiting. I just wish that I hate the limbo. I hate just sitting around waiting for whatever their next thing is going to be. Like, just do it, you bastards, so we can be on some sort of level playing field. I don't care. So, I mean, I would rather just be in pure survival than pay bills and have to play this stupid rat race game that these archons have set up for us. I'm so sick of it. So,
Well, here's the thing too, is like we keep blaming the archons as if they're evil, but they're not evil or good. They're basically just placeholders there to keep the rules of the game going and make sure that everything is rolled out the way that it is. So we sign our contracts, we come here, they make sure that those contracts are upheld and that we don't get out of line one way or the other too much, and that everything is fulfilled. But here's also what I think I've learned and I believe to be true, is that we can change our reality. We can change those contracts that we've made, and collectively is what makes this even existence even a thing. Our collective consciousness is what reality is, and none of this would exist if we weren't making it happen all together with our collective thoughts. So I think they feed us these things through these propaganda outlets, whether it's TikTok, the news, whatnot, to feed our reality and mold it so that we think that this is what it is. Therefore, that is what it is. Can I get an amen?
amen. And yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why I've been like trying to step away from like social media and stuff. I'm so sick of just seeing all their scripted crap that they want us to then, you know, turn into a reality for them, because they can't create that. They're incapable of creating. We have to create for them. That's why they need that push pull, like Tom was saying. They'll build up the pressure and then release it. We're like a battery. They need that negative and positive charge. They're going to show us a savior coming in and then something bad, and then we'll be saved and all that. So I popped a couple edibles before the show and I lost track of where I was going with that.
That's
Nice.
usually me that does that. That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, that's why I've just been trying to avoid watching any of it anymore, because what I think like is important for us to be doing is creating what we actually do want to see, and not continuing the cycle, perpetuating the cycle of watching all the doom and gloom, taking it all on, and then creating it for them. I think that what we should really be focusing on is not even revenge, getting back at them, none of that, but just detaching, creating something better for ourselves, and just finding them kind of irrelevant, altogether.
That is the best take, Sierra. Absolutely. It's just detaching. Don't even think about like the reprimands. Like leave it to the trees, as I've been doing, right? Like tell it to the trees. The roots go into the
Yeah.
ground and let them decide what happens to these
Dude,
people. But
for real, I had a legit conversation with a tree the other night. I had once again taken a couple edibles. I'm like in an edible phase, guys. But it was like midnight and I was outside. I was walking my dogs, and this tree, I swear to you, communicated with me. I was walking up to it and we just started having a conversation. And in my mind, we were both just agreeing that things are getting better and that everything is just kind of starting to even out a little bit. And it was just so beautiful. It was like, everything has a level of consciousness, so we can, communicate to the best of our ability with everything. But yeah, I mean, tell it to the trees, man. Tell it to the river spirits. Go and sit out inside with nature and just remember that there's so much more than all of the things that we're seeing on TV. That scripted reality is just an illusion.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something I'm really good at doing, and you guys need to do, and just in general, not you guys, but anybody listening, is I can take all of this conspiracy stuff, all this truth, all this stuff, and I can put it in a box, and I can put it here, and I don't lose sleep. I've never lost sleep over any of this shit. I've lost sleep over other things, none of this shit. It's right here. It's in a box, and it's separate from me. And I picture it like that too. And it's not a part of me. I do not let it weigh me down. So that's the best advice I can give people. But a lot of that stuff that you mentioned, Catalyst, is fear porn too. It's fear porn. It's doom and gloom. And that is demonic programming in itself. And they're using some people unsuspectingly, unknowingly, even good people that are truthers are out there. They're doom and glooming everybody, right? Like I'm just out there telling the truth, but like I don't doom and gloom anybody, because if you come ask me about this shit, I've got the answer for you. I got the solution. So, anytime you hear something about they're draining the water, stuff like that, that's all bullshit. Like they're taking the water from Lake Michigan. Anytime you hear stories like that, that's all fake. You can take that and throw it right in the fucking trash. Okay.
well, I mean, to a point, because these places literally are drying up. I'm about to drive by Lake. Yes, they are. Yes. Like Lake Mead, the town itself, it used to be like thriving because everybody from outside of Vegas would go, and it was like another vacation place out there in the desert. And now like the whole town is, yeah, man, you can go out there. There's boats, all kinds of people are finding all kinds of stuff because the water is dried up so bad. There's like none left. And you go out there, people are finding all kinds of cool stuff.
I hear you, man. But unless you live there, it's nothing to fucking worry about, man. That's what I mean by it. Like that, what you're telling me, I don't give a fuck about that.
Right.
I'm just being honest. Like
it's right by Vegas. So like this is something that is legit. It is legitimately, and now is it because of this or that or the other? I don't know. Like Lake Mead has been something that's been drying up for years and years and years. This isn't something that just happened overnight, like Lake Michigan or some of these other places. Like Lake Mead's it's been a long time coming. And so the town is basically, it's almost doesn't exist anymore. Like the people that live there are just fighting through it basically.
Well, I mean, it sucks for the people who live there. I mean, everyone's got their own problems, where they live.
Well, and it's like what the chat's saying, they're going to sell us solutions to these things. They'll every single thing that they, conjure up, manufacture, they will sell us a solution to it.
Man, and that's a great
True,
point
like there's
too.
solutions to all of these things if we could just detach and start building community within ourselves and starting to again detach from their systems. But they know that we rely on them, we count on them, and that's what they count on is us needing them desperately. So they're just gonna have all of these manufactured things that they come up with, and even if they're not true or if they are, they're just gonna find a solution to sell to us.
So Ether makes two great points right here. He says there's infinite water underground, and I know that to be true because I had on, and dang it, why can't I think of her name right now? She was just recently on Crow 777. But her husband is in jail, like fighting this case, and has been for a really long time because he found really, really pure water in Florida. And like, I don't want to give out the whole story. There's a whole podcast I did about it. Crow 777 just did a podcast. Yes, Christina, and her husband, Joe, Joe something, Joe Gilberti. And anyways, yeah, he's been in jail because he found like the purest of pure water. This stuff is like carrying people. Not only that, it's like it's so far down that it's like the government wants this, and basically they have Joe in jail and they're railroading him. Killed his grandfather while he was in jail. All kinds of crazy stuff, and like they had him basically in this place where they didn't know where he was. Like his wife and they're like he kept not showing up to the court dates, and they were making up excuses why he couldn't show up in court and stuff. It was like months where he didn't talk to anybody in his family, all over some water. And
I mean,
anyways,
I hate to say it, if he was smart, he would just fucking just leave.
and then well, he can't leave jail, but
No,
and then
give this up. Forget about it. It's not worth it.
well, it's what's done is done, bro. Like they're trying to, like, I don't want to get into the story, but he's railroaded bad, and like
He can cut a deal, is what I'm saying, and get himself
his
out.
poor wife. Oh, I don't know, maybe. But anyways, and then he Ether also said, I live right next to the Mojave, which is under Lake Mead. Oh, Lake Mojave, which is under Lake Mead, and it's over full. Maybe they're sending all the water down here, which would make sense to artificially get rid of the Lake Mead to make it appear as though there is a drought. Just like they did in Oregon when they said all the riots in Oregon and Seattle and all the places. And then when people were touring for comedy, they were like, let's go see the riots. And they were like, oh, there isn't any. It's just how the news blows things out of proportion. Anyways, Tom, you seem irritated. What's up?
No, I was looking down here. Sierra's commenting. I'm like, I just want to let you guys know I don't know how to comment on here. That's why I've never commented.
I'm just on my phone replying to comments too.
It says connect to YouTube. I'll save that for another day. But yeah. Who knows what they're doing? You know, it's like we really don't know what they're really doing. As much as we think we know what they're doing, we have no fucking clue what they're doing, and we just gotta roll with the punches, like Bruce Lee, like just fucking beep and bop, and just go with the energy. You know, if the energy leaves Lake Mead, you go to Lake Sierra. Go to Lake Sierra. How about that?
Yeah, baby.
So yeah, I agree. Water is the future gold. And then Ether also said that's why they killed Gaddafi over water. So, and then I got super behind on chats. So, but anyways, I forget what we were even talking about. I didn't even want to get wrapped up into water. We just happened to do that. And I was like, oh yeah, I had this guy on my show who's actually in jail because he found like the purest of pure water there is.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying that a lot of this stuff is fear porn. Like you see these videos, I don't even watch them now, and I know them right when they start. I can tell they got the same music to them and all that. I'm like, this is fear porn, and most of that stuff's not happened, and is not going to. Some stuff's going to happen, right? And stuff that we haven't even seen is going to happen. But like you guys, it's just You can only control what you can control. Like, you focus on what you have control over. We do not have control over any of that shit. All we have control over is our lives, and that's it. So that's what we focus on.
These
And
phones
not even that
everything
fully, right?
Not
our
even
phones and everything are so intentional because they wanted to broadcast all of this to us at all times. They know that we carry things and that we're emotionally, charged people. We're compassionate. We're empathetic as humans. So they knew that they could just broadcast all of this darkness out to us over our phone screens, and we would hold on to it and burden it, and it would bury into us and create trauma within us, make us sick, all these things. So they want us to see all these things. They want us to see everything happening in the world. They don't care if we know what they're doing. They want us to hold on to it, be scared about it, feel fear, and just constantly be on our toes in that fight or flight energy.
Did you guys see the video where Alex Jones was going into a podcast or whatever, and they had all these meters, and when he walked in, like the electrometers, I don't know what it was reading, but basically he's giving off signal, and they were like, so the I forget what government branch they named. It was like, this is the signal, and so they're tracking you. Right when you walked into our room, all of our things went off, and he was like, "Oh, so they're tracking my phone," and like blah blah blah. And he was like, "Actually, no, it's actually coming right off of you." And he is the signal, which is freaking insane. I don't know. Take that what you will, because it is Alex Jones, and it came out. He even reposted it. So it's like, now I don't know.
He's not a human being. So anything's possible with this fucking guy. He's a replicant of Bill Hicks. He's made in a lab. Dial him up, custom order. We need a loudmouth. We need this, made to order, celebrities. Boom. We need this. What do we need? Let's dial this guy up. Let's use the James Dean template. We need a new heartthrob. Let's get the Brad Pitt, James Dean, Robert Redford template. Boom. That's what they do. Made to order, custom order, celebrities, politicians.
I know, and they look so similar too. And like,
They do.
I hate to admit this, but like, I took a notice that in the adult film industry, there is celebrity lookalikes. Like, these people have the same templates as the celebrities, and I'm like, whoa, dude, it's either their clone or what. But and some of them even have like similar names too. It's like they have the knockoff names of the celebrity.
That's what it is. They weren't like, their charisma wasn't good enough to be like Sylvester Stallone, so they have a Sylvester Stallone looking porn star. By the way, he was a fucking porn star. Do you know that?
Yes,
know that?
actually, I did.
Porn star.
The Italian Stallion still stands.
Yeah. And he stole the Rocky movie. He fucking stole that movie. Do you know that?
I didn't think
he steal everything. They steal everything.
He didn't write it. Wasn't he just an actor in the movie?
What he did, this is what was really creepy, is he had this there was a boxer named oh my God, I can't believe, I always tell people this story.
Rocky Marciano.
No. This other guy. Just to type in The Real Rocky and it'll pop up. There was even a documentary called The Real Rocky, and it was about this guy, and like Sylvester Stallone like shadowed him, his life, and like I think he might have lived with him for a little bit or shadowed him, and he was like the inspiration for Rocky, and then he got the inspiration for it, and then he fucking like shut the guy out. The guy had to like sue him finally like a few years ago he got like some payout of like a few $1 million, like a fraction.
American heavyweight Chuck Wepner, widely known as the Bayonne Bleeder.
That's him. That's who the Rocky story is about. So, but he didn't like give the credit. Like, hey, this is inspired by Chuck. Like, you know what I mean? You leave that out. That's important. That's important. Like, he's a part of the story. Like, you got the story from this fucking guy, but no, you had to make on like it was all yours, and like, oh my God, people are fucked up.
They can't create.
Oh,
They take
Have you
everything.
seen- Have you seen Brother Where Art Thou? That is the Odyssey. It's got the Cyclops. It's got everything that the Odyssey has in it.
Huh. I haven't
And-
seen Odyssey.
I just went and saw it.
I,
First
I'm not
time I've
gonna
been to
go
the-
see it. They didn't use any like Greeks. It's a movie about Greeks, and there's no Greeks in the movie. A bunch of people pretending to be fucking Greek. Like, I'm gonna go fucking see that. Why the fuck would I go see that?
I went and saw it because I was invited to go see it, and it was a family event. And I haven't been to the movie since the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Was it good?
It was a movie.
That sounds awful. That it's a movie. Like, if you ask someone how was it, and they go, "It was a movie." Like,
I don't.
that
I
means
don't.
it stunk. It fucking was fucking horrible. That's what that means.
I don't enjoy movies the same way that normal people enjoy movies, right? So like I'm looking at symbolism and occultism. I find it freaking hilarious that the right side of the political aisle is all up in arms that he had a transgender female to male play a male soldier in this movie, but the way that he had this person in this movie was actually hilarious because the character gets a spear right through her within less than the first 5 minutes of the movie. It's like the first person killed in the movie, and it was just like perfect.
Yeah,
It was
the
like,
actor from Juno, right? The actor.
yeah, it was the person from Juno. And I know, obviously, because of my Instagram, that people are all up in arms about this. And so I sit down, and it's like, before my seat even gets warm, this person gets a huge spear through their chest. And I'm just all, yes, that was awesome. But no, man, I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch it for like a movie entertainment purposes movie, because now the first time I'm watching a movie, I'm not like paying attention to like the plot or anything. I'm like really trying to look between the lines.
Yeah.
So it was a movie.
I know people are going to be like, dude, you have a TV, you watch TV. No, I don't. I'm actually dog sitting, and Brutus likes to listen to TV just because I know, dude, people are like I put up a video about like something on Fox News, and people are like, dude, why are you watching the news? I'm like, I don't, like, your TV's on. but actually, I might start doing it more. Like, the content is so easy. If you put the news on, it's like, oh, you can do content for days. Like, never ending.
Tom, look at this. Tom, look at this comment on the fucking screen right now by Swank.
Where?
On the screen. Do you guys not see when I put comments on the screen?
I can see it.
Tom lives in a mansion in West Hollywood. No, I'm in Fort Lauderdale, and this is not my mansion. It's not a mansion. It's a townhouse. It's beautiful, though. It's beautiful.
That's what it's right on the beach. It's not a mansion, though. It was only 2.5 million. The mansion down the street was actually 4.7. So
It's the Intercoastal. I'm on the Intercoastal, not the beach.
Yeah, it is so beautiful. I didn't realize it was a townhouse. It's stunning.
Yeah, it is. So look at it. It's nice. It's really nice.
Wow.
Really
Yeah.
nice. There's
this
Brutus.
is going to be great on Apple and Spotify.
Hey, Brutus. You see Brutus?
Brutus. There he is. Oh, he's so cozy. Oh,
Oh,
sweet baby.
he's a beautiful boy. He's such a good boy, too.
Aw.
So I do have one video. It's 1 minute long, and it was the first video I uploaded it. I probably didn't even want to play it tonight either, but let's go ahead and give it a play and see if we can pick this one apart, or maybe it's a good one. I don't know.
Adolf Hitler and his grandmother. His grandmother was impregnated.
Oh yeah, dude, this is gonna be a great one. So we're playing this.
Adolf Hitler and his grandmother. His grandmother was impregnated by the Rothschilds in Vienna, and then Hitler's father was paid money to change his name from Schicklgruber to Hitler. This woman here, Marilyn Monroe, was the first presidential sex model slave that they allowed the public to see. James Manfield, who was under mind control, She was one of JFK's girlfriends, and she's a member of LaVey's Church of Satan. And Sammy Davis Jr. was also under LaVey's control and member of a Church of Satan, and also a good friend of JFK. Now let's look at Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln's mother, Nancy Hanks, was visiting Lincolnton, North Carolina, when she was impregnated by A.A. Springs. A.A. Springs was a descendant of the Rothschilds, and the Springs had...
So that's about enough of that, but you get it, right?
Yeah.
Just like Tom says, it's like, I don't know, like, if I think that there's more, right? I think that there's more than just clones, replicants. I really think that we got a whole plethora of things happening in this realm. I definitely think that the bloodlines are aware of some occultic practices to where they don't have to enter death. I think that it has a part in their soul contract to stay within the realm. And that's probably why they're so involved in trafficking and whatnot and so obsessed with bloodlines, is because in order for them to soul transfer, they need a certain host to be able to accept and for them to be able to fully take over. So I think we got a bunch of that going on. I also think that we have NPCs here that the simulation organically places here, because I believe that we do have organic, like, tissue NPCs, as well as the reptilians that we talked about a lot in the beginning of the Trinity of Truth. And not only that, but I think that we have us real ones here, and us real ones, I believe, I think that they hate us so much because we can stop all of it. And I think our collective consciousness is getting so close that that's why we're being bombarded with so much shit lately. And holy crap, the chats is going crazy and I haven't been paying attention, my bad. But like, I really feel like we're coming to the changing of something, and we can call it maybe a new facelift of the veil, maybe a new rendering of the video game. But I definitely feel that something is in a transitioning period, and maybe that's just me because I'm moving. I don't know.
I fully agree, like 100%. I think about this all day. And I feel like this is something that we've all kind of like intuitively felt coming for a long time. But I think that if we look at like the last 5-10 years, we can see such a drastic change in consciousness in ourselves and in the collective. People that like never asked questions. In my own personal group, I see asking questions that I started out with at one point and things like that, you know. So I think that there really is like some level of expansion taking place. And I think that's exactly why we're seeing so much chaos. And we can, like, I can feel the scrambling on that end of theirs, you know, because we are both the light and the dark. We encompass all things. We are a fractal of source. So we have the capability to feel all levels of frequency, including the lower ones. And so we can kind of understand what is going on a darker level just because we have the capability to. And I can feel like there's like a scrambling taking place, you know, like it feels like they know what's going on, that this point in time was going to happen. If we look at things like Project Looking Glass, when they were able to manipulate the timelines and then, you know, they saw all the timelines converge into one thing. Like, I think that there's enough evidence in our own lives and our own realities and our own consciousness that shows that there is some sort of evolution and expansion or upgrading taking place. And I think that if we, you know, are able to like lean into that a little bit, we do have the power to really, you know, up the ante and move into that. And I think that's what really scares them. We have to do it collectively because we are a collective consciousness, but it starts individually.
Yeah, it starts individually, and that's why I say you got to save yourself. It starts with you. Like, you have to fix yourself and lead by example, and that's how you do it. But it does take a collective. Takes a certain number of people to be on board, And yeah, we just got to live by example and be the lighthouse. And people that vibrate with the message will get it, and some won't, and that's fine too.
Yeah.
My
We can
message is
plant the seeds. Like, it's not, we don't have to force anything on anyone. Everyone has to answer their own call within, but we can definitely do our part to plant seeds here and there and help people. There was definitely people when I first started Awakening that did the same for me. And we're just here. We're all walking each other home. It's just a game. We're all walking each other home.
Well, I was thinking, and I know I've talked to you guys and we like kind of thrown out these ideas a little bit here and there, but like we have Danny in the chat here is doing like a healing retreat with the person that she works with. And that, I'm thinking about like all these things, these gatherings and get-togethers and stuff that people are doing. And I'm thinking like we have such a cool community here. Like we should really plan something. Like we should do something to where our listeners, because you guys are a part of the show just as much as we are. Like you're in the chat making the show go, like how cool would it be if we did like some sort of like a 3-day gathering, like we all bought tickets to like rent out a place or something, and we have like, like some kind of expert were in each little field of things that we're interested in that is part of our friendship group here, and come in and we just have like all cool fun like activities for like 2 or 3 days in a gathering. And I think that that's something cool we should plan together. I don't know, like the gathering of the truthers or Trinity of something.
Yeah, Trinity of Truth get together.
That would be so fun.
A meet and greet.
Yeah, but not only that, like actually do some cool stuff, and we can learn some stuff together, like, because that's what this podcast is like we don't have all the answers. Like we have a shit ton of questions and we have some answers, but we have way more questions than everybody else. So we're just trying to find the truth just like you guys, and so like you're on this journey with us, and I think that would be really awesome if we put together something like that. So like in the chat, if we put together something like that, would you guys, how many people would actually be down? Like we got a couple, Danny's down, so like I'm sure we could make this happen. And I got musician friends too, like we could even do music at night by the campfire, all kinds of cool stuff.
That would be so great. And I feel like we should be building community right now. Like it's so important, especially with like-minded people. Like you said, be the lighthouse. And the more of us that come together in community and find solutions together and start really walking the walk, then we can share that with others. And I think that would be such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, heck yeah. And people in the chat seem to be definitely down with it. Danny, she said that I would love to teach nervous system and regulation techniques and how to detox your body. And then it would be cool to have a chem buster guy. Oh, heck yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, dude. So the helicopter pilot guy that I know in the area, he freaking put out this huge one. Like I'm telling you, like this thing is like a car, the size of a car. And the whole valley has been clear since he put this thing out. Like, and like even the chemtrails that they're trying to spray, like nothing. Like it's been a week and a half and we are crystal clear here. It's amazing. So I told them to get me the schematics of this thing and the design. And so I'm going to send this out to everybody, the design of it. And you don't have to make a massive one like he has, but if everyone does it on a smaller scale, the more people that have these, like that's fighting back in a way that's not harmful to anybody, but it's like, you can see it, like, and it's awesome because you can be awakened and help out everybody around you in your area without even having to talk to them and them thinking that you're crazy and be like, look, we can do this. We can just do it and let them reap the benefits of it. And you harvest the benefits as well. I'll get that out to you guys as soon as I can. But like, I was super impressed. I got some videos and stuff I'm going to be uploading of it too. Nice. That reminded me, Danny said the cloud busting thing, but yeah, totally off on a tangent there, but it reminded me.
No, it's freaking awesome. I've been seeing so much about that. Like these are the things that we need to all be coming together, teaching one another and learning as a community, just so we can start rebuilding and having our own systems, our own everything.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get that in motion in the plans and stuff. And then, like, I apologize, you guys, for tuning in to a weird episode of Trinity of Truth, but like, as I'm transitioning, like I'm not able to be in my normal studio setup. I'm just running it off my old school laptop right now. Um, but next week we're gonna be rocking. I got so many freaking things coming, like so many things coming. It's almost overwhelming, but exciting. I'm working on a project with somebody in the chats that I can't talk about.
Yay, nice.
Yeah, I there's so much, and I can't even talk about a lot of it. But I can tell you guys this. So the whole bread and circus thing, as you guys know, I like to give my mind a break, and one of the bread and circuses that I allow myself to have is football. And since I will be in Vegas, and since I was born in Oakland, and I was also I've been a Raider fan my entire life. So like my life started in the Bay Area, and now the Raiders are in Vegas, and now so I'm following them. And so because of that, I actually am friends with some of the super fans that you see on TV all the time and on ESPN and like
And the
Sports
dog.
Illustrated. No, dude, I'm not a Browns fan. I'm a
No,
Raiders fan.
right. But what's the equivalent of the dog pound? The Raiders?
Black hole. We have the black hole.
Is that who you're talking about? The guys with all the
Well, they
spikes coming out of their shoulder pads and stuff?
No, I actually don't know. That guy's name is the Violator. But I do know. So like, anyways, he will be on. So I'm doing like a whole tailgating thing on every home game, starting with preseason next week. So
Nice.
I'm gonna have Metal Cindy with me. If you guys look up Raider super fans and look up Metal Cindy, you'll see her. I've had a crush on her since like way back in the Oakland days, and so she's gonna be doing the tailgating thing with me for the first episode, and it's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna have a lot of fun with it and try to enjoy life while I'm out there. Yes, I know sports are rigged and it's all fake and gay and bread and circus, but if you don't indulge every now and then, you're just going to end up in an insane asylum. So,
yeah, you're just going to go live stream a party in a parking lot, right?
Yeah, basically. But like
That's great. That sounds.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, and yeah.
Yeah, man, have fun with that. See where it leads you. It might lead to something big.
Well, I'm only giving you guys like basic groundwork. There's a format to this. Like there's all kinds of stuff that's going to be involved with this. Like there's games and all kinds of stuff that's going to be on my YouTube channel. So
nice.
Yay.
It's going to be fun.
I hope it brings you a lot of fun and prosperity.
Me too.
It'll bring fun. I don't know about prosperity.
Prosperity follows fun. Prosperity, it's like that little tag along. Like here comes fun. Prosperity's like.
I like that.
Comes right behind it. Yeah, it's right there. Hand in hand.
But growing up, going to Oakland Raider games and stuff, and like that was like a family thing. So it was something that I did, like all the home games and stuff. And half, if not more than half, of the experience was the tailgates before the game themselves, and that's free. And so my broke ass is going to be at every Raider game, whether I'm inside the building or outside the building. I'll be there experiencing at least the best half of it. And it's all going to be on YouTube. So you guys can hold me accountable to my sobriety.
Don't call yourself broke.
Yeah. This is
I'm
good
mending.
for you.
Mending.
I can see them scripting a Super Bowl for the Raiders here at some point.
Oh, they're going to.
For sure. So you can enjoy that and, soak it up. I think we're going to see that here at some point.
So actually August, the second Monday in August, I believe, Sean Chris from Kill the Mockingbirds, Isaac Weishaupt, and Sam Tripoli and myself. Actually, I can't speak for them. I haven't asked Isaac yet, but so anyways, we're doing a conspiracies and controversial history of the Raiders episode. And so, dude, I have this whole theory. All right. So like Pete Carroll he was the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks, and he had his run. But in order to have your run and your Super Bowl rings and all of that comes a humiliation ritual. So at the end of his career, part of his up has to be his humiliation ritual on his way out. And so that was for him to be the coach of the Raiders, have the worst record that the Raiders have ever had in franchise history, goes out like a complete Joe Biden trying to coach a football team. And so that humiliation ritual is over. And also, you had Tom Brady come in, who is very occultic. His ex-wife, was a witch who was involved in getting the Patriots all of their wins. And so he goes through a public humiliation ritual, divorce with her, inherits the worst team in the NFL while they're going through their humiliation ritual. So that's over with. While they're going through that, they accumulate their future. They have the Heisman Trophy winning, like best quarterback to come out of college. Everybody's talking about it. So Fernando Mendoza, we get this year. Last year, we get the best running back that everybody's talking about to come out of college. And so he's on the Raiders, and we're in Sin City. So, we are due. The Death Star is due.
It's coming for sure. They like to build it up, right? So 3 years probably, 2 or 3 years.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I was where I used. I think no, it won't be this year because it's a new team. They have to meld together, and I think that Patrick Mahomes still has a humiliation ritual that he needs to go through. So we're going to see that this season. I don't know if that's going to take place on the main stage like Super Bowl, or if we're just going to see him injury out. But he's in the same division as the Raiders. And so we're going to finish last in our division again. I'm not saying we're going to have a great season, but we're building it. And so all of the rituals and everything taking place, we're going to be a competitive team this year. Next year, I think that we're going to see a bunch of occultic stuff go down and the Raiders are going to win. That is if, the United States is even a thing again next year.
Oh, it's a thing. It's a thing. Ain't going anywhere. It's talk about next year.
We'll talk about it next year.
The football season's going to come and go just like every other football season.
Right? Why would they even be spending so many millions of dollars on new stadiums if they were not planning on
that's
using them?
That's never going to stop. The loosh is never going to stop. So football games are going to keep going and going.
Man, so after this great reset, right, what do you think is going to happen? I don't think the stadiums that we built this time are going to hold up like the Coliseums and stuff did. Maybe they will. Are they going to be our new courthouses?
Oh, you mean what are they going to do 100 years from now with these stadiums?
Yeah, with these stadiums, right? What if people dig up Las Vegas and they see the Luxor, a pyramid, and they see Allegiant Stadium and the Sphere and all these things, and they're like, wow, dude, these people were so advanced.
I don't know. That's a good question, right? Who knows what things will look like 100 years from now.
But also take a look at this, the Sphere. Look at the Sphere in Las Vegas and what happens to that on the outside. Now, if we were to lose a very important technology that is able to power that Sphere, then to look at it on the outside wouldn't be all that impressive. It's just this big sphere. Now take ether out of the equation. Maybe these pyramids did a lot more on the outside than we know about, I know we get into this kind of thing all the time, and we are kind of getting towards the end of the show here, but I love thinking about this kind of stuff, right? What would people think if they were to dig up our stuff and then go back and not how are we thinking about the things that we see today, but what's been told to us and what lies are they going to spin about us?
I mean, that's a whole rabbit hole you can go down, right?
I love speculating on that kind of stuff.
You could go off a cliff with that. Yeah, I don't know. Sierra, what do you got? I don't really.
I just wonder what the new sport will be, because it was like, the Colosseums, they had the gladiators and stuff, and it's football. Is it going to be like Quidditch? Like, what's the next one going to be that they're going to have for bread and circuses? Who
I
knows?
They
I
might
hope
do
it's the Harry Potter game.
They might
Yeah,
do
Quidditch.
kill each other in the ring. They might take it to that level.
Go back to
It's
gladiators.
called Quidditch when they find the little seeker thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hope that's what it is, because that was amazing.
Yeah, that would
And-
be fun.
And then add some like rules to it to where it could be a little bit more violent than it already is.
Oh my god, that game was so violent. The bludgers, the balls that are like specifically designed to. I like Harry Potter.
Me too. Fun stuff. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. I think it was pretty successful, beans that I didn't have any videos for y'all and some. I mean, it's not like janky. We're on a computer. So, guys, if you want to start a podcast, all you need to do is a laptop. I'm living proof. Here you go.
That's it. That's it. Thanks, Oscar. I see your comment in it. Glad you're here. Glad you made it.
Yeah, dude. So many. The chat was on super fire tonight, guys. You always are a big part of the show. Swank, dude. First time I think you were in our chat tonight. Good to see you. I'm saying Swank, but it's servant with a noble cause is what he goes by. But he is a co-host on Speak and Code, which is a great podcast. I was on their podcast a few months back and I had a great time. So if you guys have a chance, go check out their show. Anna Speaks Out was here with us tonight. Thank you so much for being here with us. I love you so much. You're always here just blowing up the chats. And Danny, of course, was in here. Level Playing Poem, one of my biggest supporters and one of my best friends. So, yeah.
Swank, I know about the Browns, man. Yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh, bro. I know all about them. All right, why are you from Cleveland?
So, what is there like a conspiracy with the Browns?
No, he probably. Remember, I said the dog pound. This is from 1041. So,
Oh yeah.
there's probably. Maybe he's from Cleveland. Let's find out.
Could be. Anyways, so do you guys have anything upcoming?
No, just a bunch of funny videos. Just go watch.
Yeah,
them
Tom,
on-
you've been cranking them out.
Yeah, it's too easy. You're just like I got another one tomorrow. I did one about Fauci today. I got another one about those guys. I already recorded it. So
Yeah, Swank is a huge Browns fan, and I saw your Fauci video. That was pretty good. I reshared it. That was great shit, man.
thanks.
Yeah, I'll be back in the swing of things. I'm not going to be on social media as much, but I'll be posting a lot more stuff. I'm just not going to be engaging with people as much anymore, but a lot of big things coming from the White Rabbit brand, guys. So, yeah, wish me luck on the move Saturday morning. And then the next time you see my face, I'll be broadcasting from Vegas. So
So are we back on next week, or is that your transition week?
next week we're back on, brother. So this is, if I was gonna miss another day, it would have been today. But I was like, we can push through it. It's no big deal. We just won't do it how we normally do. So it was still fun. Had a great time. I missed you guys, so I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
I missed you guys too. I was really looking forward to tonight. I think it went great. Thanks so much in the chat, guys. You guys are freaking awesome too. Like, you always make it such a great show. So thank you guys.
Yeah,
thanks.
heck yeah. And next week I'll have the same energy that I normally have, you guys. I'm really trying to keep it down. I was trying not to cuss, and due to my parents' religion, I'm really trying not to talk about certain things so that I'm respecting their house tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. I enjoyed being here with you guys. And hey, Tom, I always say we're going to end this the way that we always do. And I don't know how we always do. How do we always end this, bro?
Be a good person.
Be a good person. Don't be a dick.
Trinity of truth. The tallest proof. The strange, the weird, the odd, the real. Tom Zames, Divinely Sierra, and Catalyst Jones.
sea of truth.